Once upon a time in the faraway city of Medina, during the Caliphate of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Umar ibn Al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, a young boy journeyed with his beloved camel across distant lands. Little did he know, this journey would lead to an unforgettable test of character, honor, and forgiveness. The boy was exhausted and lay down to rest, letting his camel graze freely. But as fate would have it, his camel wandered into another man's land, a man who was far from happy. The old man, filled with anger at the intrusion, hurled a stone at the camel, injuring it gravely. When the boy awoke and found his precious camel wounded and lifeless, sorrow and rage took over. In a moment of pain and fury, the boy picked up a stone and threw it back, hitting the old man. To his horror, the old man fell, bleeding, and died from the blow. The boy was brought before the Caliph, Umar ibn Al-Khattab, radiallahu anhu, by the sons of the deceased, demanding justice. Umar, radiallahu anhu, looked at the young traveler and asked him if he had indeed taken the old man's life. The boy admitted to his actions, but explained that it was a tragic mistake, a moment of rage and grief. Yet, under the law, blood demanded blood. The boy then made a final request. He was an orphan and had a younger brother back in their distant village. His father had left him wealth to secure his brother's future, and he needed time to fulfill that trust. Umar, R.A., understood his plea but had one condition. The boy needed a guarantor, someone to take responsibility for his return. But who would risk their own life for a stranger? Silence filled the room as no one volunteered, until a hand finally rose. It was Abu Dharr Al-Ghifari, radiallahu anhu, a noble companion. He stepped forward and agreed to be the boy's guarantor, willing to stake his own life for the young traveler's word. The boy was allowed to leave. Days went by, and the people grew anxious. Would he return, or would Abu Dharr, radiallahu anhu, pay the price for trusting a stranger? And just as the sun began to set on the final day, there he was, the boy, running toward the court, his promise fulfilled. When asked why he returned, the boy replied with conviction, "I did not want anyone to say that a Muslim broke his promise. How could I let my guarantor, who trusted me, suffer because of my actions?" Umar, R.A., moved by the boy's integrity, turned to Abu Dharr, radiallahu anhu, asking why he took such a risk for someone he barely knew. Abu Dharr, radiallahu anhu, answered, "I did it because I didn't want anyone to say a Muslim asked for help, and no Muslims were willing to help him." Just as the execution was about to proceed, the sons of the old man stood up. Their expressions softened. They declared, "We forgive him. We don't want anyone to say that a Muslim sought forgiveness from another and was not granted it." Joy filled the air, a story of trust, integrity, and forgiveness forever etched in the hearts of those who witnessed it. True faith means keeping our promises, showing mercy, and standing by one another. What would you do in a test of honor and forgiveness like this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story of courage and compassion moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe. It helps us to create more content like this. Let's keep these timeless lessons alive.